what were you doing before joining us to like generate more work? Like, were you doing any paid ads? Were you doing just word of mouth? What was kind of your process of getting work before working with us?
I think prior to Tradie Pulse, I was on High Pages. They were just low quality leads. I got the odd job out of that, but man, you'd waste some time. And like, quite often you wouldn't get the jobs because there was always someone cheaper. The other service I was sort of running was the old like letterbox drops.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't doing them. I had like a real estate gave me someone that they use, and I had this fellow would drop them around. You drop thousands of them, and you get like 10 calls, and then maybe like 4 of them actually go look at, and then 1 would turn into a job, and yeah, you'd spend a couple $100 and you get like 1 job out of it, which would pay for itself. It was a lot of effort and
but
work.
it wasn't scalable. It wasn't consistent.
It wasn't consistent at all. It's way better running Facebook ads. Like, there was just so much more. You're always getting a lot of leads. It's a lot better return on investment. Way better.
Awesome. Hands down. Love that response. So how has that changed from what you were doing before? So you weren't running ads. You were just using High Pages, referrals, some letterbox drops. How has that changed what you were doing then compared to what you're doing now?
So what it's allowed us to do is, prior to running ads, I always had a big crew of carpenters. I had 8 carpenters working my business. And in order to keep that many guys going, we would do mostly a lot of work for other builders, like contracting to them. And we do a few of my own jobs when I get them. But there's no way I could have kept 8 guys going with the leads that I was getting before. And now with the consistent leads and actually a way higher conversion rate as well on all the jobs I'm going to quote, now I can keep that crew going purely on my own jobs, which is a new thing. Like, that wasn't possible even late last year and the start of this year.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, that's sick. Good to hear. How quickly did you see results happen from setting up your account and like getting everything organized and like getting the ads ready, from like click the button on to results? How quick did that happen for you?
To be honest, I think because you set it up for me, I was a bit like, I hadn't put my head around how to use it yet. So it was slow, as in on my own thing. I wasn't like, I think you had to go, hey, you've got some leads sitting in your thing. You just probably message them. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
On one night, from when I actually started like actively using it, like pretty well instant, you get it.
Yeah, cool.
And you were like, hey, you've got some leads in there. And I was like, shit, they were like getting a bit old by then. Still messaged them.
Yeah.
And then they were like, yeah, come over, the following day or that week. And I got one of those leads. So essentially, one of the first 2 leads or something I got turned into a job, turned into $10,000 like handrail replacement job pretty well straight away. It worked.
Yeah, cool. So you pretty much just had the cost of your ads, and then it was like that job that you got paid for, the whole setup, the whole ads cost, and then some. So then you pretty much just went, sweet, I can just double down on spending more money on ads and growing and growing and growing.
Yeah, pretty much, I guess, because we started out pretty small. It was spending maybe $20, $30 a day or something.
Yeah.
Just to test the waters. And then, got a job straight away and got lots of other leads that I could tell were going to turn into work. Then I was confident to double down and start spending like $50 a day. Then now it's at probably $100 a day.
Awesome.
And then definitely see that return on investment.
Sweet. Okay, cool. And how have you found the quality? So as like you've kind of started from $20 a day and you went to 100, how are you finding kind of quality of leads coming through?
Yeah, good. Like, obviously, no matter what you do, you're going to get some tire kickers. Like, that's just how it goes. You can't get rid of that. But we've just gotten better at screening them because there's so many leads coming in. You're responding to so many people in a day or a week or whatever that you eventually work out, a couple of questions to be asking them to straight away eliminate whether they're a waste of time and to see how serious they are. So, yeah, but other than that, a lot of the leads has been really good. I don't know what exactly my conversion rate's been, but it's been a lot higher than whatever I went before.
Cool.
Yeah, they've actually been good jobs. When you're going into marketing for your business, they've been the jobs I've been wanting to get.
Yeah, that's because we could kind of direct the ads on the type of jobs that you wanted. Like, you kind of said, I want more renovation work or I want more blah, blah, blah. And then we made ads directly based on that. And I guess kind of that's what you wanted, hey?
Yeah, exactly. You didn't even have a lot of content really to go off with at the start either. So
yeah,
sort of able to make something happen with not much really.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
which was impressive.
How did you find getting it all set up? We jumped on a call. I kind of got access and stuff like that. And then how did you find the call?
I'm glad you set it up because, you know, if I sat down for long enough and I could have figured it out, it would have taken a lot longer. And then for myself, just being so busy all the time, it's so easy that if something's taking too long to just push it to the wayside. So yeah, I would strongly suggest getting you to set it up for them. And then once it's set up, it's pretty user friendly and easy to run from there.
Yeah, awesome. So it's pretty much like, don't waste your own time setting up something you don't know how to do when it could just be set up once and then you kind of learnt how to run it yourself. Like you did that, I think that video ad where it's like, do you want a renovation like this? Like I saw that one, I was like, that one was sick. That you put up on your own ad account?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I almost forgot about that. Yeah, so you set up like the first ad for me. Then yeah, after that, I was like, hey, the content on that one wasn't the best because I didn't give you much to work with. But so I then made my own ad, and that because you set up my account properly, it was really easy for me to then just make a little ad in there. I'd say advice that I would recommend is to get it set up properly by someone that knows what they're doing, because not only is it done way quicker and easier, but also you're not going to waste your marketing spend. So I think if you don't set it up properly, you're just throwing money out there and it's just going to get wasted if it's not going to the right audience. Or
you end up targeting people in WA.
Exactly right. Like at the start, obviously we had to make some tweaks and stuff to the ad.
Yeah.
And yeah, sometimes I was getting calls and I was like, that's not within our jurisdiction, but we'll fix it. So if you didn't know what you were doing and you just had a crack at it, you're going to set it up wrong, 100%. So whatever 100%. Money you put in at the start is a whack. Whatever fees are required to set it up are kind of a no-brainer because you're going to waste that money if it's not set up properly.
Yeah, awesome. 100%. So the leads come into the CRM and stuff like that. How do you find managing leads through the software? Do you think it's worth it?
Yeah, 100%, because it's just someone that's, you know, not super experienced with that before. It's just super easy to see your leads come in, have their details to either contact them by email, phone, whatever you prefer to do. It's just all there right in front of you. And then when you're so busy running your business, it's hard to remember sometimes like who you've contacted, who you haven't, and it's just all in front of you. And then you can drag it into the ones you applied, drag it into the next bracket that you've won the job. Super easy to keep track of where you're at with the leads, which for me, it was, super helpful.
Sick. Okay, awesome. And I guess lastly, would you recommend this to any other tradies starting running ads?
Yeah, 100%. I have recommended already to friends, and then I've had people reach out to me asking about yourself, like checking everything's all legit, and I 100% recommended it to them. And then also back to what I was saying before, friends that I have recommended it to have gone ahead up their account and said, oh yeah, I didn't really have much luck with it. I'm like, well, I think you wouldn't have set it up properly, because I know if I tried to do it, I wouldn't have. So I'm like, get in contact with Tradie Boss, literally.
Cool.
Get them to sort it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, cool. Okay, well, good to hear that like you are keen with everything and everything did work out. And thank you for all the recommendations that you passed on. All right, brother. Well, thanks for jumping on the call. All done.